The first video I ever edited was so shitty. I would say that I love to stay true to myself. I do not work with brands I do not see myself using. How do I stay motivated and inspired to create new content? I would say that money. Hi, my name is Nonye of this thing called Fashion. I am a digital marketer and fashion and lifestyle influencer. Okay, so how did I start building my online presence? I would say that I started working in the creative industry first, and it sort of opened doors for me because I was working in retail and I also was in charge of handling the social media and newsletters. And that sort of helped me to start building my presence on Instagram. And before I knew it, a lot of brands reached out to me to also help them. And that sort of helped me build my own presence too. And I also realized that it was so easy to create your own blog, start your own Instagram page. So I just did that, and with time, started to grow and people started to trust my brand. How has my content evolved since I first started? I would say it's gone a long way, just because the first video I ever edited was so shitty. I remember my friend that was a photographer telling me that, oh no, you do this, do that. And honestly, with time, I kept on practicing. I took classes just to improve my skills and get better, because honestly, you can never know it all. All I will say is you have to keep practicing to improve your craft. How do I balance authenticity with sponsored content? I would say that I love to stay true to myself. So one, I do not work with brands I do not see myself using, or I do not appreciate their values. So my value and the brand's values actually have to align together. That's how you're going to stay authentic and true to yourself, even if it's sponsored content. Number two is when I start to do a lot of sponsored content, I like to take a step back and then take a break and start to do content that I actually enjoy doing and not just bombarding my page with sponsored content. So those are the two ways I love to balance authenticity and sponsored content. How do I stay motivated and inspired to create new content? I would say that money. I love money. But seriously, I think for me, it comes from a place of what I surround myself with, whether it's online or physically. So there are times when I have to mute some pages just because I want to mute out the noise, because the truth is, as human beings, we all have tendencies to compare ourselves with other people. So first things first, you need to block out the noise and focus on your own self and your own journey. So that's what I love to do first. And then I sort of follow people that inspire me. I can follow my creativity, not just online, but also around me, my friends, my peers, my colleagues, people that I look up to. That's one way that I stay inspired. Number two is to travel, guys. Traveling opens your mind, you see things, it helps you be more creative. Number three, I would say, is the Holy Spirit. God inspires me. Yes. A successful campaign and partnership I've been on. Honestly, I've been on so many amazing partnerships over the years, but the recent one I can remember is the campaign I did for Meta. I think it was really, really nice. I loved the idea of the campaign and the idea I came up with. I feel like it was very interesting and very engaging. So that's one campaign among so many other ones. But I'll just share one for you guys. That's a tip. What am I doing when I'm not creating content? I'm eating pasta and watching my favorite TV series and also scrolling on TikTok. What is my favorite clothing item? I would say my favorite clothing item is a blazer, just because it can easily take my look from 0 to 100. So it makes it very sophisticated, makes it classy. It just makes it look more put together. And you can wear it in so many different ways. You can wear a blazer with jeans, it can be a long blazer, it could be a crop blazer, it could be a regular ass blazer, it could be a structured blazer, it could be an oversized blazer. I feel like I don't have to say too much, but you already get the gist. You can wear a blazer in so many different ways, and that's why it's my favorite clothing item. What advice would I give to aspiring lifestyle influencers? I would say that being an influencer is not a job, quote unquote. If you're a digital marketer or you're a content creator, you can also be a doctor and also be an influencer, because honestly, the word influencer is your ability to influence people to do something, to purchase something, to act on something. It just depends on what it is exactly. So that's number one advice I would give. Number two advice I'll give is not to dwell on the conceptual stage. So make sure that once you think of an idea, you're executing the idea. Just because the more time you waste, the more time you're going to overthink it and not eventually do it. And how can you get better if you're not doing something? So you need to make mistakes and get better at it. That's my advice. What is fashion to me? I would say fashion is clothes, it's accessories, your shoes, and it's literally how people express themselves. You can tell a person from what they wear. That's what fashion is. And fashion also changes with different eras and it keeps evolving. So that's what fashion is to me. Yes.